Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Caden Be Fishing. This video you are about to see is my 2025 gun deer season video. Now, during the course of this video, I decided that I'm going to put all of the views, all of the experiences, all of the things that I saw and went through in this video.
I'm gonna go that way.
So please enjoy.
Just gotta cover more of the field down here.
Okay, there's the other parking lot over there. There's a truck over there.
That's all right. He's over there in that stand.
Or in the woods.
Right in the corner, there's a stand.
Okay.
We don't give a fuck about the way.
I'm gonna walk towards that light basically.
No, we're gonna go straight that way.
It's right this way.
Towards that hillside.
Okay.
Then we're gonna turn and go back up the lot.
Alright you guys, so what me and my dad usually do is we will line up kind of like pheasant hunter and a dog. Me and him will line up like, I don't know, 15, 20 yards apart. And me and him will just walk grass, walk through brush, walk through fields. Any and all the public land that's available to us here in Wisconsin, me and my dad stomp. Over the course of this entire video, we walked a total of 42 miles. Sounds crazy, and I mean it kind of is, I guess, but it is what we do every year. It's our style of hunting. Sometimes in the mornings, during gun season, we will sit somewhere in a stand. But usually it's, you know, during this time of year in Wisconsin for gun season, it's around November. It usually is pretty cold. So for the most part, we end up doing a lot of walking. So the most you're going to see in this video is going to be a lot of just us walking around. So. I will say this style of hunting can be dangerous. And the reason why is because if you do not know where the other people are when you are doing this kind of hunting, you don't want to be shooting. So if you do this kind of hunting like me and my dad do, you need to have very, very good communication with each other as well as trust each other. Because neither me nor my dad will shoot our guns or aim our guns unless we know exactly what is beyond what we're shooting and where each of each other are. This kind of hunting can be dangerous, but because me and my dad know these things, communicate, and trust each other, we feel comfortable doing this kind of hunting.
Way over there? Big doe. Well guys, we saw deer running pretty far away. A couple 100 yards probably. Dad said he saw at least one buck. I saw 2 does at least. We'll see. Maybe we'll be able to cut them off. Probably not, but we're gonna try. Oh, there goes a deer right there. I can't tell if it's a buck or a doe, but it's deer. They probably all crossed right here. If one does it, usually all of them do. Well, let's hope that maybe a couple went back in the field. Hoofda, you guys. Yeah, I think those deer definitely got out the side on us there, towards that barn back there. But, that was cool to see deer right away, though. First thing in the morning. Heck yeah. This kind of hunting is not easy. It is, in fact, very, very difficult. You gotta keep up your stamina and walk a really long ways through really tall grass, sometimes thick woods. It's really, really hard to get a shot at these deer. But that's why it's fun. It's really, really hard. Really, really hard. Today's day 3. I didn't really save anything from day 1 or day 2 because we didn't really see much. I think day 2 we saw a bunch of pheasants and my dad saw a buck. But it was just cresting over a hill when he saw it, so he didn't even have a second to shoot it. It was just already over the hill. He said it was a decent 8-pointer, so that's cool. I saw 2 does while my dad was going through a swamp yesterday, but they were pretty far out there, so I didn't dare take a shot. This morning we saw a few deer. I don't know exactly what he saw. He said he saw a buck and a couple does. I saw does. So we'll this walk is not over yet, but we'll see what happens day 3 here. Hopefully I can get a deer on cam for you guys. Those deer may or may not be on cam, I don't know. I have not been doing any editing because I'm hunting. So I think my dad's getting a little trigger happy because he's been saying the last 2 days that he's like, I'm not shooting no does, I'm only shooting bucks. And then today, this morning, when he saw that big doe, he took a shot at her. He's like, big doe, running down the fence line. I was like, dude, you said you weren't shooting at does. So he must be getting antsy. Antsy pantsy. Okay, let's keep an eye out here. It's tough shooting out here. A lot of this grass is taller than me. You can only see the deer when they jump. And sometimes they don't. They just run with their head down. Let's stay right here. This kind of hunting too is really hard because if you, like, let's say the deer are laying down in some brush or some thick trees like that. If you go down in there to try to get them out, as soon as you get in there, they're gonna bust out the other side. You don't have any time or sight to see them, to shoot at them. It's just so thick you can't even shoot at them. So then you gotta have at least 2 guys if you're gonna do that kind of stuff. But I will say that it is fun. It's more exciting than sitting in a stand all day. Like, don't get me wrong, I will do that as well if I have a good spot that I can sit. This year, I mean, I have a few good spots I can sit, but I just know that people that do what I do right now, like walking through the grass and the woods, like, they're gonna do that whether I'm in a tree stand or not, and I'd rather be out there doing it too, because a lot of times if you're in a tree stand on public land, guys like me and my dad and other people that, you know, walk the grass and stuff, they're gonna push deer, which, you know, if you're in their stand, they might push one to you, which is a plus, but they also might just walk by your stand while you're in it, and any deer that were in there are gone, and then now you got to get down and go somewhere else, you know. So it can be a double-edged sword on that. So wish I had some private, but I don't have money like that, so unfortunately I gotta just do what I can with what I got. Okay, I'm gonna get down here in case my dad kicks one out the woods. I don't know what that is. Stick or something. I thought it was pretty cool just to see him. Still want to get him though, but you know, that's hunting. Especially this kind of hunting. You never really know what's gonna happen, and obviously it's hunting, not getting, so you can go 100 times and most of the time the deer are gonna win. You're not gonna get a deer, which is completely fine. That's not the reason we're out here. Well, some people that's the reason, but I mean, obviously I would like to get a deer, you know, just as much as anybody else, but It's about being outside too, and I'm just enjoying my time with my dad. Even if he's more focused on getting deer. Someday he'll realize, oh, you know what, that was fun. Just going out hunting with Caden. That was a really good walk though. We saw deer. That's always a good walk when you see deer. Sucks that we were a little way too far behind them, and there's big rolling hills, so you could, once they went over the top of a hill, it's like you can't see them anymore. There's no chance you're shooting them, which sucks, but you know, that's how she goes. Huh? You saw one? Where was it? Did he come out the woods? Little guy? You see the big pheasant I kicked out? Big rooster. Told you there's gonna be one in there. Yep.
You go stand by that big oak tree.
That big one with no leaves?
Yeah. Pond's right there, swamp. I'm gonna go down on the fence line over and come back to you. I'll probably kick one up right in here.
Okay. A buck came out of their 6-pointer. But I can't shoot him, he's in somebody's yard. He was hauling the mail. He went right into someone's yard. Right up into it. Yeah. There was a buck in there though. And plus I can't really tell where the end of the public. I mean, I could have maybe whipped a shot at him, but I don't know if I would have hit him. He was running fast, dude. Real fast. That was a buck though. A little 6-pointer. Did you see him? There's a little 6-pointer. He ran up, I was following him, and then as soon as he came to an opening through the brush that I could shoot him, all I saw behind him was a house, so I couldn't shoot. He ran right up in someone's yard. Well, there was one deer in there. There was one deer in there. It was a doe, went right by you.
I didn't see it.
When you stopped and started turning to come towards the truck, when you stopped and were standing there for a minute, you turned towards the truck and you started walking. Right in front of you.
Oh shit, didn't even see it. Dude, there's fucking so many deer in there.
There's so many nests. I saw so many beds all over back in there. I got to the pond back there. I walked around that pond.
Big giant buck. I didn't want to get killed. That's where I'd be living.
Right in there.
So fucking thick.
Well, the grass here is like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, you can't see shit. But me, you'd be pretty safe living in there. Big buck, you'd get away from you easy in there.
Yep. Yeah, that was a big doe. At least that's the one I saw.
I've seen a lot of beds and fresh poop.
Yep.
I didn't see no deer. I didn't hear any deer.
It's pretty. It wasn't too far from you. Probably 50 yards.
The fuckers were less planning to shoot it.
Yep. I could see her, but for a second I didn't shoot because all I saw was her head and then her tail. She had her tail up,
Gone.
kind of bounding in front of you. Baby. Could have shot her, but she's little. Real little. I almost did. I almost shot her. But she was real little. That's what I'm looking for though, a deer. Looking on like, what the is that? And then me just putting right on him and blowing him because that was a buck. Done. Alright, you guys. There's a pinch point here along a river. Big thick woods. And I'm going to be heading in, walking through the thick woods. The pinch point my dad's going to be standing just out the edge of. And I'm going to try to push some deer towards him. And if I see something laying down or something standing, I might be able to shoot. But I'm going to see if I can get some deer moving towards my dad. This is day 4, I believe. This morning, as you saw earlier, I got 3 does to get up. We were walking on some dirt trails. So let's see if we can make something happen here. Someone shot a buck back here. See that right there? Deer nuts. Gut pile. So a buck was definitely shot back here. Doesn't look super fresh, so maybe like the opening day. It's a little discouraging, but that's okay. I suppose I can go way that way. It just sucks I can't cross here. Well, I guess I'm gonna get the full adventure. Would have been a ton easier if I could have just cut that through, but no dice. Walking the edge of this pond all the way around. Okay, safety is on. We're good. There could be multiple bucks in here, I don't know. So I gotta go that way. Please, Lord, let me get through. Okay, guys. Don't drop the gun. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I tried so hard to not get wet. I'm screwed. Okay, well, we made it across. Holy. That's a bear. That's a bear print. That's kind of scary. Okay.
Oh my God.
Anything come out? No? It's a fucking nightmare back there. It's wet. Half of it there's fucking trails, deer trails going through the swamp. Look at this, hold on.
Yeah, it's wet down there.
Or just look. So I went in right here. Walked in right here.
Yeah.
Right here, like this. Right here, behind this guy's house. Right there. There's a big pair of balls hanging in a tree and a fresh gut pile.
No shit.
Bunch of rubbed up trees everywhere down there.
Got it yesterday, right?
Yep, and then I came down here, and along this guy's fence line, there is a deer path like this, along the whole thing. Well, I get to here, right? And I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna go like this, I'm gonna cut
That's John's
across.
farm.
I know, I was gonna go like this, I was gonna cut across this, right? This is all water,
Yep.
wide open water. Couldn't cross right here, so I had to go all the way down to here. Right here, also full of water.
Yep.
I had to jump across Cousin It's all the way to try to get across, and fucking got soaked up to my knees, basically.
Jesus.
Almost dropped my gun in the mud.
Can't believe I didn't see any.
Well, look, once I got across here, right? This is what I did. I walked out like this, a little ways into the middle of this. I turned, came back in here, and then I walked this the whole way, all the way to you over here.
I thought something would come out.
Dude, look at this. Also back there, when I first crossed all those Cousin It's that got to the other side, look what I found in the mud back there.
Bear tracks.
Bunch of them back there.
Wow. I didn't see them.
And back in those woods, on that big plot of woods back there, there's a huge bunch of trees just everywhere all over. I had to climb through so much crap just to get here. Not fun.
It's pretty wet walk out here too.
Look at it, I'm soaked.
The fucking grass is all wet on the way out here.
Yeah.
Well, it was worth a shot.
I mean, I feel like if we were here a couple days ago, we probably would have got a buck out of there because there was a nuts hanging in the tree right behind that guy's house. Might have been him.
Probably was.
Alright, you guys. It is Turkey Day. And only hunting half a day today. But pretty much just walking around, you know? Trying to get the deer that are laying down to stand up. That's what we're trying to do. That's the goal today. So, come along with me. Let's see if we can get something going here. Yep. Some here too. How are you guys? I'm in a Metro subunit right now because normal gun season's done, so now we are able to still hunt with gun in the Metro subunit here down in Wisconsin. So it's just going to be my absolute last day here today. So maybe I'll get lucky and see a buck, but this whole video, me and my dad have pretty much been just grinding out, trying to find some bucks, and we found a couple small ones here and there, but let's see if we can find a buck, you guys. Or a doe, I guess. It's kind of like my last day to hunt, so honestly, if I see something, I might take it. We'll see. See how I feel. So one doe. I was watching for a buck, that's why I didn't shoot. I could have shot her probably, but I don't know. I was waiting for the buck. Saw one. Big doe. I was gonna shoot her, but I was waiting for a big buck to jump up with her, and he never did. Way back there.
I see. Look at all the tracks up here.
There's tracks everywhere. There's fresh tracks right here. Fresh track right here walking through. Right there.
The whole corner of all this is fresh.
Yeah, it was a pretty big doe. I was waiting for a big buck to get up with her because he said they were running, so I was like, well, if there's gonna be a buck out here, it's gonna be with that doe. I was watching her. Maybe. I thought about it. Wanted a buck though, so I was like, well, if I shoot, you never know. Buck could be just about to get up and then he could run the other way.
All right, you guys, thank you very much for joining me for this extra special episode of Caden Be Fishing. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Ice fishing is finally here. I don't know if you can tell by the icicles forming from the roof. The ice is forming, and now that my hunting's all done and out of the way, it is time for some ice fishing. So I will see you guys in the next one.